Sweet. Yeah. So these are the 4 campaigns that you're running right now. And
Yes.
got it. All right. So you're doing about a 3.08, 2.77, 4x on the face mask, which makes sense. But these are the hats,
The
I'm
face
assuming.
mask I started yesterday.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, the other 3 are just for the hats. The face mask I started like yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Why have we turned off this one?
I think it had. I think when I made that copy, it was because I had changed from a free shipping offer to a paid shipping offer, and I think the words had something about free shipping. Yeah, free shipping in there. So I made the copy and took out the free shipping.
Okay, so you don't have free shipping anymore?
No, I used to do a flat fee, but the prices were more expensive, and I think my people just like the lower prices, but the paid shipping.
Got it. Okay. And then that makes sense. And all right, got it. Okay. And for this right here, so it looks like your returns are increasing as the month goes on. So
Yeah,
just this,
I started cutting things down.
yeah, just this week, this one's gotten a few less purchases. It's only gotten 1 actually. And this one's gotten 2. Got it. Okay. And where's your budget at? Is it on the ad set level?
I think usually they're on ad set. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So what I'd recommend here is moving. Well, you only have 1 ad set, but let's go ahead and move that to the campaign level. And then also you have 3 purchases here at $5 daily. We should go ahead and increase that by another $5. Because because if you're averaging 10, you're going to be getting at least a purchase a day in this case. And then for these 2, these have lower cost per purchase, but the thing is the returns are actually lower, you see? So
Right.
it might look like, oh, okay, well, wait a second, why don't we just, get more purchases here? But the thing is, these people might actually be buying more items or they're spending more money on the higher end products. So it makes more sense to be here. So what we could do is actually just go ahead and switch this over to campaign. And essentially the campaign budget would just allows the system to optimize on which ad set it wants to go to. But since you only have 1 ad set, it doesn't really matter too much. So we're just going to go ahead and put it on the campaign level already. And then moving forward, if we ever add in an additional ad set there, that it will automatically optimize to the best one. We'll move it to $10 simply because we'll now be getting a purchase a day. And since you're already above that 3x range, which I believe you said is about a 25% profitability margin for you, right?
Right. Yeah.
So that should end up allowing you to sell a day on that. And with more data, it's likely that you could start averaging 2 sales a day just with the $10.
Okay.
And then for retargeting, let's see how many retargeting ad sets you have in here. So website visitors 7 days. Okay. So what we're going to do here is just title this, because when I looked at that, I wasn't able to tell. I'm sure you
Sure.
wouldn't, unless you remembered, it would be too hard. So I just do website moving forward visitors last 7 days. That way it's very straightforward and you know exactly what it is. And you can just look eye level and say, oh, that's not working because it's not getting any purchases, or, oh, hey, website visitors last 7 days is getting purchases, rather than being like, oh, what was that audience again?
Okay. Yeah.
It's a
I
simple
think both of
thing,
those.
but it
I think both
makes,
those ad sets are the same. It's just I wanted to add in the other photo I had, and I didn't want it to have to compete with the two photos.
oh, okay. Well, in that case, if these are both, these are both the exact same.
Everything about the ad is except for the picture. But that one, the one with I think the name you just edited, I think that one is only like 2 days old.
Okay, let's go ahead and in that case, what I recommend is, let's see here. We actually want to keep these ads in the same, in both of them. So it looks like you're on Microsoft. So we did Control C. Yep. So Control C for you. That copies this ad. Okay. All we're gonna
Okay.
do is just place it in this one as well. This one's at a 2.92, but this white hat one we know gets purchases, as we saw in the other one. So we'll just go ahead and do like Control V, which paste it here. In order to paste it, you actually have to be on the ad set level. So we just do Control V this way. So that'll actually duplicate it for you without having to press duplicate. And then let's just make sure that the social proof stacks here, unless this is a custom retargeting ad. Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Let's see if the social proof stacks. And it doesn't. Okay. So
Interesting.
your social proof isn't here. And you want those 100+ likes, because, I mean, that ends up helping with credibility, as well as making people want to move forward. So what we'll do is, let's see.
I can just copy that over afterwards if that works.
So we can actually just hit use existing post.
Okay.
Have you used existing post before?
I have, but it's been a little while.
Okay, so existing post is just going to allow us to choose the ad that you already have a lot of engagement with. So that way it stacks up. We just select ads post here, and we'll just go ahead and find that white hat that you've made. You know how long ago you created that ad? Was it a long, long time ago?
No, it wasn't very long ago. I don't see it on there.
Okay, so what we can do instead is, mind if we just open up a separate tab and then
Sure.
jump into the business manager here. So we can actually just take the post ID out of that other ad.
Okay.
And have you received a negative comment this week on that white hat ad?
How do you mean negative?
Negative can mean so many different things. So I mean, just somebody commenting something that is no good.
Yeah, I probably got like maybe one or two that it was too expensive, but then I just messaged them and gave them a discount and they bought.
Okay. And they posted that comment on the ad?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that was the only time that happened, was this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Reason I ask is because when I was looking at the overall sales for the month, that was your best performing ad. Had the highest number of social proof. Everything was like, it's picture perfect. That thing was selling like hotcakes. Um, and then this week it had one purchase, which was a little disturbing because it made no sense at all. Because the other hat was getting purchases and the white hat was still getting plenty of spend. So
Mm.
the next thought would be somebody must have commented something pretty serious to make, you know, the purchases just not happen anymore. Like somebody dropped that little piece in their mind. Because you see this, got plenty of spend on it, but only has one purchase. But it should be like $2 cost per purchase because this one's 3 and doesn't have nearly as many. And this one has way more engagement. You know what I'm saying? And your conversion rate has been great all this month. So we can
Yeah,
actually
I
solve
see
that.
what you mean.
Yeah. So that is something that we can fix and get it back on track. It's not normal for one comment to destroy an ad, but when things are starting up and it's very early on, or if it's something that could be um, a type of comment that people could relate to easily, or it's like,
Okay.
oh, this is super expensive, then it's easy for people to be like, oh, maybe they're right. But when in reality, everybody has said that, it's definitely worth the money because of the quality, right?
Right.
So that's one of those things where we can prevent those things from happening. So right here, this is the post ID.
Okay.
So if we just do Control C. Oh, I don't know if I pressed Control C. We'll see if we did it. But we just then go to the ad on this tab that we had, and we'll hit enter post ID, and we'll do Control V.
No, I didn't do it. I can do that real quick if you want me to.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There you go.
Then just, yep. Now that is here, and you'll pull in your social proof. Have you received this message before?
Yes, I have because I've been trying to do the masks.
Okay, got it. So now all we got to do is now that that's here, we're good to go because the social proof is there. And then just to confirm that that was the case, we'll just go ahead and go here and check that comment if you remember.
Yeah, there were
This one.
yeah, that's one of them. Yep.
Okay, and the other one.
Right there by Louise.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, that one.
So, okay. So we come here. And just to 100% confirm that is the case, what we'll do is so it said this week, 3 days ago was that first one. So we'll just go Sunday to Wednesday. No purchases here. So one purchase. It looks like, did that purchase come through today? No, it did not. So it looks like that purchase came in on a Thursday. Yeah. Which is the actual day that that bad comment came through, which is interesting.
It may have been because I gave him a discount. It may have, well, no, because it was a purchase value of 2 hats. So no, it wasn't him. I don't know.
Well, was the one purchase $53?
No, it wasn't.
Got it. Okay. So not 100% positive it could be the comments, but I mean, it's a pretty high chance. So what you could do is just end up actually we can end up hiding these in this case.
Okay.
And you can end up going through and hiding those specific ones. And then moving forward, what you can do is on your page level, you can actually set the settings. So if you go to settings and on your page, you'll see a spot under general that'll say filters. You just click on filters and it'll say add keywords. And if you type in expensive, cost too much, or $5 symbol, any of that, it'll automatically hide the comment, but it'll still give you the notification. So that way you can still handle customer support in terms of this person thinks it's expensive and you feel that you want to give them a discount. That's totally up to you. Which can help them in that, but it also keeps it from being like an open, public issue where it's like everybody's seeing that that person was complaining, right? Even
Yeah,
though you
okay.
might have
I like
solved
that
it.
idea.
So that way it's you still help them on the back end where it's like, hey, we're going to solve this for you between us, but it also prevents it from, almost like your customer support seeming like it's available for everybody to see, which can
Okay.
help
Yeah.
maintain your ads consistency. Perfect. So yeah, so once you do those things, that'll help with this. And then what we'll do is go back to that campaign we we're working on over here. Drop this. So we're going to have that one ad in this retargeting ad set, remember?
Yes.
So, and then what we'll do is we're actually going to turn this one off. Okay. Because they're
Okay.
identical audiences, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So we
It's
don't
just
want them to compete against each other since the ad set budget's on the same. It's actually going to force overlap. And since you have such a small retargeting audience, you're likely competing against yourself.
okay.
And you don't want to do that. So we'll just go ahead and turn off that other one so that way we don't run into any of those issues.
Okay.
Cool. And now that that's been done, what we could actually do here is now that you have this other one, you could also add in that black hat here if you wanted to as well. So since it's getting a good return from this campaign, as we saw, this one right here is $3.
Right.
Pretty much that's really good. It's 7x. So we kind of want that one in the retargeting because it's probably going to work.
Okay.
So we're just going to add that there and that'll help increase your retargeting returns. So this will probably end up growing your returns by a much higher number. And then we just hit Control V and that'll put that in there as well. And then we can go ahead and just end up publishing those actual changes since those are the main things we wanted to do for your retargeting. We added in those ads and we turned off that other ad set that was identical so you don't bid yourself up. And that'll help grow your returns because you're now not, spending money against each other.
Okay. Yeah.
And you have
No,
those best performing ads in here as well.
that's smart. I wouldn't have realized that. That's clever.
And then this one's your testing, it looks like, with 6 lookalikes.
The 6 was just a numbering thing for me. It was the 6th campaign I had tried.
Okay, let's see what's in here. So we should go ahead and paste. This one's a good return on ad spend, 3.55. This black cat's been doing a 7x, so we might as well put it in this one as well.
Sure.
So just paste it there, Control V. We just publish that and drop it in. So now you have 3 ads in there rotating. Best one gets the amount spent from the Facebook system. Looks like your ad set's at $20 on this one.
Yeah, I had increased it from 10 to 20 recently.
Perfect. That's great. And so now you're spending a little bit more per day and your retargeting should go up. Another thing that could happen is, so in order to continue scaling up, realistically, we could end up adding another audience in here, right? that is
Okay.
converting. So you have one purchase, and then this other one looked to be a purchase as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it seems those audiences are really working. So the recommendation would be, out of this purchase lookalike, let's just confirm it's a 1% that you titled that. And you increased this, you said when?
Probably like 2 days ago.
Oh, you did. 48 hours ago, really? 2 days ago?
Probably something
Okay.
like that.
Well, in that case, we might not even need to do another audience. Let's go ahead and check one thing. So let's do the 24th to the 27th. So the returns have gone down this last 3 days. Yep, and it's that white hat once again. So now that we've added in the black hat, that should help balance out the sales.
Okay.
All right, so in this case, let's just continue to leave that one how it is. And let's also look at another audience that we can end up building out. So right now, off the people who've purchased from your site, do you have a list of 100 plus customers?
For the value driven,
Yeah.
I tried it and I do have 100 plus, but the Pixel doesn't pick them up. I tried it yesterday and the Pixel only says I have like 80 customers in the past 60 days, even though I actually have like 130.
Did you download a list from, are you on Shopify?
Yeah, I am.
Did you download a list from Shopify?
No, I did not. I just
Do you
went through
have a list there?
let me see real quick. A list of people who purchased. I
Yes.
probably could. Yeah, I could probably export it here.
There you go. Do that. Hit export, and then just do yeah, all customers export. And then, okay, you're gonna have to get it from your email.
Yeah. Well,
So just if you click on that download,
all right, here we go.
all right. Then let's just go to your ads manager.
Yeah, you got it.
And then what we'll do is go ahead and we'll just duplicate this audience you have here. All right.
Okay.
We're going to do original campaign just to keep it in here. Since this is like your testing campaign, we'll just keep going with that. Duplicate. And then we'll just end up adding in that list here. So that way you don't have to worry about the pixel. You can just follow the list, which is accurate as it gets.
Okay, that's smart.
So we'll just scroll down and hit create new. We'll do custom audience. This will really help with the algorithm being able to identify those individuals who are going to spend the money and spend a lot more with you and that like your product.
Okay.
We'll do customer lists since that's what you downloaded. And essentially what we're going to do is, in order to match this person to a Facebook profile, we're just going to follow these steps, which is the customer list you downloaded. And we just got to match the parameters to essentially tell Facebook how to read your data and then find audiences based off that information we provide it. So all we got to do here is just drag and drop that. And then what we'll do is, just to make this super clear and obvious, so that we don't forget next time you do this, we know exactly how long it's been. We'll just name this customer list, and then I believe it was 667. That's a guess. I think that's what I saw. You remember what that was?
Yeah, 687.
687. There
that
we go.
includes people who didn't purchase as well, who just put their email down.
Perfect. That makes sense. So we'll just change this from customer and just name it email/customer list.
Great.
So it's a mix. And we put 687 since that's the total number of emails. So next time if you upload it at like 1400, you know that, oh, it's been X amount of time since then. So now we'll select the value column. And in this case, right here, we'll just select that. Next. Now what we're going to do is come here to the action needed. So you've already matched them with their email, country, zip, phone number, customer value, but we're going to go ahead and make this even more accurate. Looks like some emails are here instead of that being the first name. Does that seem right for you?
I'm not sure what it's pulling from there.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that column should be.
Yeah, so Tom Marlowe, and then right above that is Thomas, and then the first line for Thomas on the last name is Marlowe. So I'm assuming Thomas Marlowe is the guy, but somehow he also had a double entry and put his email under the first name, which is tom.marlowe.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So something might be happening on your email capture form. So we'll do last name and we'll hold off on doing first just to be 100% positive, right?
Okay.
For full accuracy. Then we'll do city because you have city here. That'll help the Facebook system better match. We'll do, so province code is actually, oops, we don't want to select that. Make sure we do not upload. So when you have two options like this, you always do the one that has the abbreviation.
Okay.
And the reason is because the system can read it much quicker, even though it shows the examples, but the system prefers it to just be the primary two. It's like the easiest and quickest way for it to understand it. Let's once again not upload that as phone number. Country code. So you already have country.
Yes, it does show it up on the top.
Got it. And then we'll just do upload and create. Then all we're going to do is hit create lookalike. So it's upload 687. And we'll just stick to the 1%, so it's most accurate. And that'll place that audience here. And what we'll simply do is just If you want to scroll up slightly to that audience again, or where it just was, I think we just lost it. It's lagging a bit.
It may be slightly below. Yeah, there's audience below.
So essentially what we're going to do here is keep this lookalike for the customer list. We'll remove the purchase. We'll remove the customer list here. Oh. And then all we're going to do is hit exclude, because you already have a retargeting campaign in place. You can see this thing just maxed out its bar. So, you know, on you expecting 3 to 17, it's already at 17.
Okay.
So then we'll just do email, and we're just going to exclude that list. So that way they don't end up here, because this forces it to show it to new people, which takes that away, because it's like, oh, you're not going to be able to show it to people who've already purchased. But your retargeting is actually going to handle that for you. So in the long run, you would actually end up spending more if you didn't exclude.
Okay.
So we'll just take that out. And then all we're going to do is the final step is just, let me scroll up just a bit, and we need to copy this lookalike. If you just want to try, yep, just there you go. And then Control C. And then we're just going to paste this up here so we know.
Oop.
Cool. And then that's it for that. And then we'll just
Now,
keep scrolling down here.
Do you think automatic placement and the age and gender bracket, like, is that all fine?
Oh, I didn't notice you had this set up that way. Why 30 plus? Is there a specific reason? Or...
No, there's no reason. I think that's just typically who's bought more recently.
Okay, we'll just drop it back down to 18.
Okay.
Gives you more opportunities, and then we'll just go ahead and open it up to all genders, because spouse might buy it for someone, or girlfriend might buy it for a boyfriend, or the girl might want to wear the hat herself.
Okay.
And
That's
one
fine.
of these ads, I believe, has a lady wearing it, right?
Yes, it does.
So we'll go ahead and have all genders, so that way we can maximize the number of people buying. And then we'll go ahead and publish this.
Okay.
And the budget is at 20. We can peel that back to 10 just to start. So that way it's not like, because say it's a flop for 2 days and it's 40 out the door. I'm not the biggest fan of that. So it's really makes the most sense to start at least 10, because in this case, then if it's working, we can scale it up like this one, right?
Okay.
Just how you've been doing it with the other 10s.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Now you have 2 of those. Your budget's gone up a bit. You should start seeing more purchases come through. That'll give you more pixel data. We improved the retargeting by consolidating, adding in those additional winning ads. We added the black hat to most of your other audiences that was missing, and really fine-tuned all this to start performing a little bit more streamlined, and add an additional audience to see if that actually improves returns based off that list you had. And then like next steps would be to monitor these results and see how your returns do over the next few days, as well as your purchases, how consistent they're coming in, right? And then
Okay.
I would recommend scaling up like a little bit more daily, going up $5 on a few more of these, going up by another $5. Because if you can get 3 to 5 purchases per day on average, I mean, that's going to make a huge difference, especially with the pricing of your products. I mean, it's going to add up pretty quickly. So that'll end up helping a ton.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I can keep watching the numbers and seeing if they're growing, and keep adding to the budget if it's doing well.
Yeah. And is there any specific questions that you have right now?
No, I think I'm good. I guess the only question I might have, whenever we changed that 30 plus mail on that one, do you think I should go through and change those on the other ones or just leave them as they are?
Leave them as they are. Uh, they're working, and like you said, like you're at a 3.5 on some days, and then 3x above. You're hovering right as a 3x and growing. So that's at a profit margin that makes sense for you right now. So I wouldn't disturb that because we don't want to like mess it up. And if that 18 to plus starts working, or if you want to launch ads and test it at 18 moving forward and you see the sales are coming through, great. But keep those other campaigns how they are so that way you don't disturb them. If you ever want to make a change to an ad set, duplicate it, make the change
Okay, that makes sense.
because then it'll lock the data you have on that other ad set based off, it'll lock it in time. So you'll always know what that ad set was and what the results were. So if you ever want to know what worked and what didn't, you know that you never made changes to it because you duplicated it whenever you did make a change. So you know exactly how the results were before and after.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So that'll really help as well with identifying and being able to look back on your learnings. And if anybody takes over, we'll be able to say, hey, here's the test we ran and during the month of May, here's what the results were like. Then with all these new tests we ran in June, here's what the results were like. We have all
Okay,
that
yeah,
data just like a tabled out.
that sounds good.
Awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, things are looking good here. It's just really about growing those returns and increasing them. So, yeah, let's see where it lands.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. That all looks good. It makes sense, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
Awesome. Sweet. And that's great. You have access to that schedule page.
Yes, I do.
So, feel free to schedule when you're ready. And then we'll be good to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chase. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Alrighty. And I'll also send over this recording for you as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.